Lords and ladies of the royal court, bow down. The Queen is in the building. Introducing Miss Patricia Dombrowski, a.k.a. Patti Cakes, a.k.a. White Trish, a.k.a. Gypsy Luciano, a.k.a. Marilyn Manson, a.k.a. Jane Doe, a.k.a. Killa P!
Well, one of the big hits out of the Sundance Film Festival this year was Patti Cakes, an unlikely story of an aspiring, plus-size white rapper by the name of Patricia Dombrowski. Fox Searchlight picked up this movie for nearly $10 million, a very big price out of Sundance. So enthusiastic they were over it, and you can see why. They took it to the Cannes Film Festival, which is where I saw it in May, and it got, I'm not kidding, a 10-minute standing ovation with the French audience there yelling, "Patti Cakes, Patti Cakes, Patti Cakes," over and over. It was quite a moment. You could see that this is a true crowd-pleasing movie wherever you show it. And I just hope audiences give it a chance. Try to find it. It opened in a very limited way over the weekend in New York and Los Angeles, but it needs to find a much bigger audience than early box office indications point to. I think word of mouth can really help this film, and I'm gonna start spreading it.
Oh, Patricia, line up your mob. I gotta grease these pipes.
You know, your old lady was a real piece of A back in the day.
I still got it. One more.
Seriously?
Don't you want your ma to have a nice time tonight?
Danielle Macdonald, what a find she is, and especially when you find out she's actually Australian and never knew how to rap in her life, had never done it. She learned it over a period of time before the cameras rolled on this movie, and she is utterly convincing. As a young girl with a dream, she plays a bartender, but she's up there with her often unprintable raps here, sometimes doing it with her friend Harish, played by Siddharth Damanjani, and wherever she can do it. She lives in New Jersey, kind of in squalor, with her mother Barb, who's played by the wonderful Bridget Everett, who's a top New York cabaret star and also appears on Amy Schumer's comedy show. But here you'll see a completely different side of Bridget Everett, also on the heavy side like her daughter. She sort of had dreams at one time but has forgotten what they were, but she can sing as well, and a different style as a jazz singer. She's sensational, but she's always like tamping down her own daughter's ultimate desires to be a star, as it were. You know, there in New Jersey they can see the outline of the Big Apple across the way, but can't quite get there.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I hope to still be working for you, sir.
Your pen game is ridiculous.
You have notebooks full of songs, Pete. How badly do you want this?
You don't have a musical bone in your body, and you sure as hell can't sing. What kind of music are we talking about here?
Been rapping.
Also add to this equation another member of the generations of women here, an ailing grandmother who is confined to a wheelchair but certainly is still feisty as ever. She's played by the wonderful Oscar-nominated actress from Raging Bull, Kathy Moriarty, and I just wanted even more of her in this movie. These three generations of women are an unforgettable trio, as is the movie they are in, and the way it all comes together ultimately is just one of the year's chief delights for me in movies. You can see why those audiences stood up and cheered. The movie also has a mysterious character, a black man by the name of Bastard the Antichrist. He sort of shows up, and then he provides the key to it all, because who knew in the midst of this kind of dungeon-like place that he lives is a beautiful recording studio, and there Patti Cakes gets to make a demo recording, and it also involves Granny. Wow, this is one for the ages, folks. I'm not going to tell you too much more what goes on. Musically, this movie is right on the money. It's written and directed by Jeremy Jasper. It's his first feature film. He's worked in videos before and the music industry, and knew for his first feature he wanted to do something musically related. He's got all forms of music in this movie and shows he's very, very able to pull it off. Patti Cakes is a complete delight from start to finish. a musical experience, a human experience you won't soon forget. And I hope you'll give it a shot. If it comes to a theater near your town, check it out. Patti Cakes is one to see. I say, go.